Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. Let's finish the last 10 lines of the poem. That is, of the poem, O Captain, my Captain, that mourns the death, the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of America, who fought for the welfare, who fought for abolishing actually slavery system of his country so that the black Americans could live a life of dignity with the white, because you know that the condition of the black Americans was absolutely horrible in the southern states of America, and the southern states of America wanted to break away with the northern states of America. Why? Because the northern states of America, were continually raising their voice against all the inhumanity done to the black slaves. Even just you see this and even there was a time when the southern states of America wanted to break away with the northern states of America, and Abraham Lincoln, being the president of the country, did not accept it. And the result was that the northern states of America started a war against the southern states of America to abolish what? Slavery, and to restore all the rights and dignity to the black Americans. And it happened after exactly 4 years, but those 4 years were quite horrible. Those 4 years witnessed the loss of the lives, precious lives of the large number of the soldiers. So here, actually, Walt Whitman is not only just mourning the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, but he is also just mourning the death, the loss of the lives of those great soldiers who had to lose their lives in that civil war. And that's why the poem has the universal appeal, no longer this is not the personal loss of the poet. But to some extent, this personal loss of the poet becomes the loss of the country, a loss of the world in general. So let's conclude the last 10 lines. It is some dream that on the deck you have fallen cold and dead. So he says, probably there is nightmare to some people, or some people have had nightmare, N-I-G-H-T-M-A-R, nightmare, horrible dream. He says there are people who have had nightmare. And what was the nightmare all about? Nightmare about your assassination, my leader, my father, my captain. Some people have seen a nightmare, and in the nightmare they saw your body. They saw your body lying in the pool of blood on the top of the ship. Your body absolutely cold. Why? Because you're dead. My captain does not answer. His lips are pale and still. So he says that he's getting no response from his captain. Why? Because his lips are pale and still. Why? Because there is no animation left in the body. Why? Because the body is dead. The soul is departed, gone away from the body, and that's why the body is lying cold and dead. My father does not feel my arm. He has no pulse nor will. So it seems as if the speaker of the poem is in a kind of a dream. He has put his hand maybe on the head or under the head of this captain who is lying cold and dead on the top of the ship, but the captain cannot feel his hand. Why? Because the captain is no more. The captain is dead. He has no pulse nor will. So all the animations, all the signs of the life have deserted the body, have deserted this captain. The captain is dead. Neither the pulse nor the will. These all are the signs of life, and these signs are gone. The ship is anchored safe, and now the ship has hit, the ship has arrived at the harbor safely. The ship is moved safely at the harbor. And sound, its voyage closed and done, and that long sea journey full of difficulties and hardships stands for that long civil war that witnessed the loss of the lives of the large number of the soldiers, that witnessed great suffering. America as a nation suffered a lot, but now that war is over and the goal is achieved. This voyage closed and done. From the fearful trip, the victor ship, may the victor ship again see this repetition of this just a symbol, this metaphor stands for America. Victor comes in with object one, and he says that horrible, fearful, just civil war is now over with its goal achieved. The goal with which the civil war began is now achieved, and the war is concluded with that goal it began. And people are just waiting for their captain to welcome and honor and to celebrate with him this great occasion they had been waiting for a long time. Exulto shores, see, is straightway addressed to the what? Straightway he is addressing the shore and asking the bells to ring, a beautiful example of what? Apostrophe. Why? Because the bell cannot respond. Bells are dead objects, shows dead object, but here he's asking, he's addressing the just shores to celebrate, and the bells to ring in the honor, in the welcome of their leader, who is just going to step out of that victorious ship. But I with mournful tread, but he says he is not going to celebrate, he is going to mourn. Why? Because the captain is dead. And the rest of the public does not know. The public, the crowd gathered there on the shore, somehow they don't know about this. shocking and sad, heartbreaking demise of the captain, of that captain who led the country successfully to or through that civil war. Walk the deck, my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. So he says that though all the people there are waiting to welcome and honor their captain, they are in the mood of celebration, but he is not going to celebrate. He is going to take his steps straightway in the direction, in a very sad and sorrowful manner, to that deck, the top of the ship, where the body of his father, his captain, his leader, lying in the pool of blood cold. That's it in this video, my dear learners. I hope this explanation of mine will help you understand this beautiful elegy of Walt Whitman. But even if you find some complications, do feel absolutely free and let me know. That's it in this video, my dear learners. Very much thanks to you for watching my videos and supporting me.